I just wanted to tell you a little bit about tension, because that's the thing that causes a lot of consternation from beginner sewists and sometimes more advanced ones as well. Your tension discs sit inside this part of the machine, usually the front of the machine, and the thread runs through the tension discs before it goes into the thread uptake lever. Tension is best described if it's likened to a tap. So if the tap is tight and the tension discs are compressing against each other very, very tightly, it is the same as a tap being turned tightly, in that less water comes out. So if the tension is high and therefore the tension is tight, less thread will come out. The thread will come out in a much tighter, more tense way. If the tension discs are on a low number and the tension between them is less, they are less compressed, then the thread will flow through at a much faster rate, just as if you have opened up the tap to let the water out into your bath really, really fast. Tension is important because if you have the thread coming too fast on the top in comparison to what's going on at the bottom, you will end up with a really angry mess. The really good thing for most modern sewists is that tension is pretty straightforward on modern machines, and on the whole it will show you the region that you need to stay in order to get good tension and even stitching on your machine, and that's somewhere between 3 and 5. It will vary according to your machine, and it will vary very slightly according to what type of fabric that you are working on and whether or not you want to play with your tension to achieve a particular effect, like a kind of on-the-go hasty gather. But as a beginner, you don't need to worry about any of that. All you need to worry about is that your tension is roughly on a number 4 and that your stitching is nicely even. So on my machine it has a red line to denote where the number 4 would be, but tension is usually between a 3 and a 5.